Hi guys, welcome back to today's episode of Tom Mods Things. Today we're going to go full savage on my Porsche Cayman. So first things first guys, is we're going to go out, we're just going to give the car a quick snow foam and clean just to get off any of the grime and stuff, so I'm not working with filthy components when we've got to get it up in the air and get all the arches cut, and obviously the brand new wheels test fit. So just going to go over and do that now, and I'll catch you when it's all finished. Right, this car's all clean. Just brought it into the garage for a bit short on space and stuff at the moment. I've had to do a bit of shimmying around and chucking stuff in the house and that, just to kind of get enough room to work. So it's going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to have to manoeuvre the car and reverse it in to do the rears and stuff. But anyway, should be fairly straightforward, and it's not long now before we start cutting. So what I've done, just jacked up the car really quickly. Still got suds in from outside, so just going to jack it up. We're going to whip this wheel off, put the new one on just to kind of see where it sits, because up until now I've not actually test fit the front wheels, so fingers crossed it's okay. Then what we're going to do is mask up the inside, and then where we can see where the original arch is still there, I'm going to mask it up and then just literally just take an angle grinder and just start to lop out a lot of the top, and then see what we do about removing mud guards and stuff for the moment, just kind of see where it sits, and then work out something maybe afterwards as to whether or not we can salvage the mud guards or whether we need to move the front radiators forward more. Right, just a quick video to show what the fronts look like. So there we go, so front's on, sitting pretty much perfect with the arch, to be honest. I think looking pretty good really on that. So main areas that we're going to need to concentrate on are kind of around here, with when it turns, and then I think the inside of this rim just here as it gets really close to this. So what I'll probably do quickly is just get it off and just start swinging the wheel around and just see what it will and won't hit. Alright, so now we've got the fender off, as you can see, with all the mounting holes. Basically, as I lowered this down just then, it basically sat on this point here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of take a measurement from here, and put tape over it and draw it out, but it's going to kind of come up here, and then kind of flow back down again, sort of like that. So I'm going to probably come up to just above this line. So I reckon this is going to be my starting line, as I say, just coming up to just above where that seam line is, on the arch at the moment already, and then I'll basically lower the car down, start moving things around, jump up and down and see how much it's rebound, and then I might just have to start to take it up, but I don't want to get so close to this quite yet. Just do it slightly lower and then start to work our way up. So this is the cut, that's what's going to happen, so I'm going to crack on with that now. Right, so here we go, first cut done. Missed kind of, there's a few bits of pipe work and stuff in here. We're going to have to make something that kind of fills the gap between these two bits, but that's okay. A bit of plastic and stuff, that'll be grand. And then there's a few bits behind it to miss, like this pipe up here, and bits and bobs for the aircon. So yeah, we've managed to miss that. So I've just been testing, sort of turning the wheels and stuff. Got a few bits that we're going to have to address. Going to need to take some more off of this because this is getting mighty close to this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of chop up here a bit more, and then actually on the kit itself, so wheels touching this, all the tyres are touching this back face. So I've just put a bit of tape to kind of give me a guide as to how far I'm going to cut back. But we're going to just lop out sort of all this section here, starting to touch on the bumper, kind of up this top edge. So we're going to look at taking out some of this. Going to remove all of the, so I had a look at pie cutting the arch liner to kind of get it to sit up. Might do something like this, but we're going to have to sort out some bits at the front because it's touching a little bit at the front. Right, so we kind of chopped out everything that we need to chop out. It was a bit more than I was expecting, to be honest, but we just laid some black over the edges just to kind of try and keep any moisture out. And then what we're going to do is use some aluminium tape, like insulation style tape, this stuff here, and what we'll do is we'll just basically just go over the top of it with this to just try and keep anything from rusting away. Right, and there we go, front's all done and complete, back together with the fender back on. Going to need to give it another clean again after I finish this, but now we're moving on to the rear. So pull the car forward, we're going to jack it up, get the rear wheel off, get all the over fender off as well, and then just start to cut out the insides. Right, so it's about to happen, but we've run into our first issue. I'll flip it around and just show you what we're up against. So moving on to the rears at the moment, and you can see I've already started to do a little bit of chops on the rear part of this over fender, but even with chopping this out, I can't actually get the rear wheel on because the tyre is touching this face here. If you look back to my previous videos, this bit is actually already been trimmed back, because on the Pandem V1 this kind of comes back like this on itself, and I knew that wasn't going to work, so I locked it off and made it straight. But even with how it is at the moment, it's just still not gonna, it's just this bit down here where it's causing problems at the moment. So slightly annoying, but hey, that's what it is. Modifying cars and stuff is especially when you're doing bespoke bits, it's never gonna go absolutely swimmingly. So I'm gonna do a couple more things just to make sure that I don't need to do anything crazy, and then basically, yeah, just gonna have to cut it up. So here we go. Right, so we are got the wheel on and stuff now. As you can sort of see, as we come in here, I've had to do some sort of heart surgery on the on the finished body panels, unfortunately. As I said previously, if you didn't see any of the like V1 Pandem kits, you'll notice that it kind of swoops back on itself, and I knew that that was going to be a problem for me, especially with big wheels. And so before I got the kit wrapped, I lopped that off and kind of made it straight. And unfortunately, calculations and stuff just ever so slightly just not quite right. Whenever you sort of haven't got your wheels yet, you never know whether you're going to need to do any more work on it, and I thought I'd nailed it all, but clearly not. Right, so I just got the first side finished, front and rear as well, so I thought I'd pull it back out because I'm going to need to move it around to do the other side anyway, but I thought we'll do a quick reveal really of this, because doing the other side's kind of going to be much the same stuff. So let's flip it around. Right, so here we go. So we're coming round, so you can see the tyre's now finally in line. Man, look how truly epic that looks. The whole thing now works as a car. I mean, yes, okay, ride height maybe a tad too high at the moment, but stuff in the works really with that. But man, these are awesome looking. Really starting to work now. I'll come around for a rear shot as well on this. Even like GT2 wing, just the whole thing just now sort of makes sense, as I was kind of hoping all the way along. But these rears took a little bit of persuading to get them in. I did have to, as I showed a minute ago, cut the arch, so I'm going to create something that kind of blends in between the two. So where now we see this kind of sits over the top, I'm going to create a backing piece that kind of floats in between each one, and then it will be black, and then it will kind of hide everything anyway, so that means it won't have to get rewrapped. But yeah, damn, that looks pretty epic. Yeah, really happy. Can't tell you how happy I am with the way this is turning out now. So yeah, really just the other side to get done now. Probably going to be something that I crack on with tomorrow. It took me a bit longer than expected today really to get this done, but sort of we're getting there. I now know what things I need to cut, how much I need to cut, so hopefully the next side is going to be sorted a lot quicker. So anyway, so yeah, really exciting stuff. Right guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. Didn't quite manage to get everything finished over this weekend. It's just loads of different bits, kind of all compounded as you've seen, with various things not fitting and needing to make adjustments and stuff. What we do have is we've got the rear wheels on the car all sorted out, arches all cut, they're finished. Front arches, both sides have been cut, along with other bits removed and things shifted around to try and get it to a point where we could run the wheels without rubbing. Unfortunately, not fully the case. So there's still a slight bit of rubbing up front on trying to get the full lock on each side. So not wanting to sort of risk it rubbing and stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to move the front radiators forward, but I'm going to wait and leave that to another video because I'm absolutely spent after this weekend. So it's been pretty full on. So anyway, it's looking pretty good. We got a couple pictures of it pulled out with both wheels on and stuff, but ultimately we're just going to have to sort that out. So that'll be till the next time. So yeah, that's it from me really. Hope you enjoy the video and stuff, and you can follow and stuff and sort of start to see this thing really start to come together. So anyway, catch you on the next one. Goodbye.